guys, do you ever wake up feeling tight in your lower body and your lower back in the morning? So maybe your hamstrings are tight and you just want to loosen it all up and just kind of start moving. So I have a perfect, super quick workout, about 10 minutes, that you can do anywhere, right after you wake up. So all you will need is some kind of railing, or your bed, or the countertop. So you can do it just right after rolling out of bed, or while you're waiting for your coffee to brew, or maybe even a couch. Whatever that you can place your hands on, and it should be kind of like about your hip level, anywhere from about mid-thigh to about your waist. So anything about this height will do. I'm going to be using the railing for this video. Let's place your hands on your support. Open up your feet about a little bit wider than your hips. In the morning you're tight, so you don't want to go into deep stretches right away because it just honestly hurts. Place your hands here and focus on keeping your back completely straight. Hinge at the hip, push your hips forward, push your hips back, and come back. And we're going to do it several times. Just push the hips back, keeping your spine completely straight, so you don't want to be rounding. If you feel that your back starts rounding, make the range of motion a little smaller. So you can go back to the point where you can keep your back straight. And as you're doing this, just look down at your feet. Make sure that they're staying on one line. We're going to do it one more time. So push your hips back and pause right here. Your hips should end up kind of right above your heels, your ankles over there, maybe a little bit past it, but your back is straight. Place your hands into your support. Spread your fingers as if you're trying to reach further, but your support is soft, like your hands are handcuffed over here. Reach your tailbone in the opposite direction to try to find more space in your lower back. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Now on the exhale, tuck your tailbone between your legs, soften your knees, give your lower back a little gentle stretch here, and then straighten it back up. And again, tuck the tailbone under and back up. All the way throughout, you're thinking like you're trying to pull your spine out into two opposite directions. Tailbone is reaching back, the crown of your head and your hands are reaching forward. One more time. Then go. Pause in your lowest point. Now just wiggle your hips side to side, finding a little bit more stretch on the sides of the body. Side to side. Just like this. Now, keeping your back still straight, by now you should be dropping a little bit lower than where you started. Lift up onto your toes. Go back down. If you need to walk your feet out a little bit, feel free to do that to find a comfortable spot. Lift and down. Lift, go down. Keep reaching out through the fingertips. Make your back strong. Make it engaged. Keep reaching forward. Keep your neck long. Now make a step forward right here. We're going to start with a little mini squat. So you're about hip-width distance apart with your legs. Go down and up and down and up. Think like your hips are sinking down, and then as if somebody's lifting you up by your tailbone to come up, putting more stretch in your hamstrings. And down and up. Last one like this and up. You're gonna open up your legs wider than your hips, wider than your shoulders. Find a little bit of external rotation. You're gonna be standing closer to your support. Going down for a deep squat. If your knees allow you to go all the way down, feel free to do that. Now, if it doesn't feel comfortable, stay at about 90-degree angle here. And lift up. And go down. And lift. Down. Just two more. All we're doing right now is mobilizing our muscles, our joints, getting some blood flow so that we can get warmed up and get some of that stretching going. Okay. Bring your feet about hip-width distance apart. Hands are still in the same spot. Reach out and try to bring your torso in about as parallel, as horizontal a position as possible. Put the weight of your body into your heels and just reach back. Think somebody just grabbed your hips and is pulling them back with all their strength, so you can feel the stretch on both sides of your spine right through here. Perfect. Take it 1 foot forward. I'm going to start with my right foot. Just step it forward close to your support here. And we're starting our lunges. Keep your heel down for right now. This will put more stretch into your calf. And straight. Bend the knee. And straight. Focus on keeping your hips square so you're not rotating like this. Keep pushing the hip of the leg that's back forward. 2 more. Here we go. And you can sink a little bit lower, just so you can wiggle the foot out, go down, and we're getting this nice hip flexor stretch. Our hip flexors are really tight as well for most people, so just go down here. Make sure the knee doesn't go past your ankle, and it's really good position to do that with your support right here. Lift up through the crown of your head. Think about pushing your hip forward right here. Perfect. And go ahead and reach back. Lower your body down. Your upper body can just kind of hang here. And we're getting a hamstring stretch in the right leg. Again, try to keep pushing that back hip forward because it would want to rotate out. So you're going to keep pushing it forward and going down. It will put more stretch into your hamstring right where you need it. Let's go to the other side. So switch legs. First, keep the ankle down, keep the heel down, forward and back. All you're doing is just a mini lunge, forward and back. You're trying to keep your feet as parallel as possible. If you need to get a little bit of rotation, you can, but ideally, keep both feet on one parallel with each other. And sink deeper. Lift your heel up. Slide back, push your right hip forward this time. So try to square out those hips as much as possible. Keep your hands on your support. Lift up, open up your chest to the front. Push the hip forward, reach out through the crown of your head for a nice stretch. Now, the knee of this back leg, it might want to go out. So constantly keep thinking about pulling it into the middle. And the leg that's in the front of it here, also keep pushing it into the middle. And keeping your tight box right here. Okay? Hamstring stretch. Straighten up that back leg if you need to get a little weight. And sink down. Think about your chest. Sinking lower down. Keep squaring out your hips. Excellent. Go ahead and move back to about one hip width distance position between your feet. Feet are under your hips. Go down. Take your right hand, just drop it down. Let your entire rib cage rotate. You're looking under your armpit. Now my right arm is down. I'm gonna bend my right knee and push the left hip back. Keep reaching out through the fingertips over here. You're gonna feel a deeper stretch going through the hip all the way through the lower back, through the side, through the depth of your body. Hold it here for as long as it's comfortable to you. As long as you need it, you can just wiggle your hips a little bit. Sometimes it just helps to loosen that up, get stretch in a slightly different spot. Here I go, and let's do the other side. Switch hands. One hand is coming in line with the shoulder onto your support. Drop the other arm out. Let the rib cage rotate. Bend the knee the same that the arm is down. And you're reaching out through the fingertips forward, reaching out through the hip back. Keep stretching, sinking down. Excellent. Keep staying in the same position. Just bring your feet a little bit closer together. You can even close them completely. Try to reach your hips back, keeping them in that square box. Take one leg out. Make sure that the hips are staying still, square. So I'm going to keep my hand, but you can keep both hands on your support. Lift the leg up. And now you're going to reach back. So I'm pushing the weight of my body into the heel of the supporting leg. It's a much deeper hamstring stretch. And then bring it back. And again, lift the leg up, keeping the hips square. Push the weight of your body back. You can even lift up the toes. Your front foot, that's a really deep stretch there, and up. You can keep the back leg pointed, flexed, or just kind of relaxed. It doesn't really matter. Keep reaching forward. We're going to do it just one more time, just like this. Perfect. Let's switch. Close your legs. Make sure you're centered right here. Bring the other leg back onto your toes first. Square your hips. Check your hips. And let's go back. And forward. And the good thing is also like a small core workout, because in order to keep our bodies square, we need to start engaging our core stabilizing muscles over here. You are trying not to shift too much, not to rotate, none of those funky moves. Make sure that you're shifting the weight of your body into your heel. Reach out, that's our last time, so we're doing about 4. Excellent. And we're going to finish up with the final stretch. Close your feet. Now, if your hamstrings are really tight, feel free to keep them about hip width distance apart. Reach back. Think about bringing the tailbone up towards the ceiling as much as possible so that your lower back can open up, stretch out. Keep sinking your chest down. Connect into your core. Think about engaging, pulling the stomach in and up all the way through out. Reach back. If it's available to you, you can go ahead and reach for the floor. Take a deep inhale right here. Deep exhale. Lift up. Arms through the sides. Release the arms down. And you are ready to start your day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for Spirit Fitness. I'm Anastasia Glores, and I hope to see you again soon.